Hello, my friends. Maggie here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. So today is day 2 of July Junk Journal 2025. This is hosted by Lee. And Lee, I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. I've heard it pronounced a few different ways. But it's hosted by Lee from Leah's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. And today's prompt is a touch of gold. Yesterday was torn edges. So I'm going to check that off. And today's a touch of gold. I want to thank Lee for hosting this challenge. I was really looking forward to it because I enjoyed the January Junk Journal January so much. I didn't participate, but I loved watching the videos and seeing all the lovely pages that were created. This challenge is very nice because it's an open challenge. Everyone is welcome. If you've only just heard about it, please feel free to join in. You don't have to have a channel to participate. It's just, I think it's really, this is a very pleasant challenge to participate in. There's no pressure, no stress, no rules, as she wrote here. Do them all or just the ones you love or have time to do. And there's no weekends. There's only 23 prompts. She planned this so that only the weekdays, for us that are wanting to make videos, that's much easier to do, really. So we appreciate that. So it's hashtag JJC 2025, and today's prompt is a touch of gold. Yesterday was torn edges. Now, before I can get started, I have to send some hugs and give some shout outs to some lovely people, some new subscribers, and also ladies that commented. The first one is Odds and Ends, and that's AUDS and Ends, and she has a channel, and I will link her. Her name is Audrey. Wendy H. Gwen the Trash Witch. That was a little bit of a tongue twister for me. She also has a channel, and I will link it. And Sarah, she gives me such lovely comments. Thank you again, Sarah. I appreciate it so much. I watched some of today is actually July 1st, but I'm preparing this video for tomorrow, which will be July 2nd. I watched some of the videos today, and it's just, torn edges. It seems so simple, but people interpret it all different ways and make it their own, and that's what I find so fascinating. That's what I found fascinating about Junk Journal January, and that's what I'm finding fascinating about July Junk Journal. I know there's going to be some beautiful creations. So today is a touch of gold. Again, mine is very, very simple. I am starting at the beginning and working towards the back. I'm just not necessarily going to work on I'm going to probably skip a few pages because I've got way more pages, and I can go back and fill these in as time, when I want to, with whatever I want to. All right, so I already did a little bit of prep work. I cut out some paper yesterday. These were scraps. These were just scraps that were left in my a bin, in my pile over here. I don't want to say bin. It's not really a bin. It's an over flooded tray. But I did some embossing, and I have a few embossing folders, but these are actually my favorite ones, and you really can't see them, but I hope to bring them to life for you. This is of a hummingbird, 2 hummingbirds and some flowers, which I actually do want to cut this down a little bit. Although, I think maybe I'll just cut down one side because I was going to use this as a journaling card. So maybe I'll just cut down one side because it's a little wide for a journal. How wide is this? It's got to be about 7 inches. Well, it's 6 inches, so I may just trim the one side and so I can embellish the other side or vice versa. This one is some sunflowers, and this one is just some, I guess these are ferns, I'm not sure. So we're gonna try to, like I said, bring these to life. Then I want to create make a pocket. It'll be a very simple pocket to put them in. So I got out my wet wipes. I only have had this embossing, I've had it for a few months, and I've only attempted to use it once or twice. So I'm hoping that today will be a bit more successful than my other 2 attempts. I'm going to get this paper out so I don't make a mess. I mean, it does wipe off pretty easily, but not all together. I've got a smudge there. So let's use this piece of paper. Let's try the sunflowers first. Now, this does come with a sponge that you can use, but, and I'm not actually sure if this should be mixed around. Maybe I should start a little bit, because it can kind of, when I was playing with it last night, it kind of came out in lumps. Let me just stir this. I don't know that'll make, it's very thick. Because I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Hopefully I can wash this off. I'm not going to worry about it though. Okay. And see, it's just, it gets on the edges, but I'm wondering if I use a different, see, it's mainly on the edges. So I'm just playing here because, like I said, I'm not familiar with really how to use this. I think I've only seen one other creator use it. And I should have been paying more attention, I guess. All right, well, let's give this a try. I feel you need to be very, use a very light hand. So I'm just lightly going over the embossing. I really don't know if I'm doing this correctly or not, but my daughter's getting ready to go to work, and she's just talking away to my granddaughter. I was talking to her on the phone earlier, and she was just squealing. She was trying to talk to one of the cats. So I'm trying very hard not to get this anywhere but on the design. So there. I think that's very pretty. I like it. And I am going to make this into a tag. I'm going to set it aside, and we'll do these leaves or ferns. One of these I embossed on the wrong side. Oh, that was it. That was the one I accidentally turned over. Okay, so let's dab a little bit more on here. Try to scrape some of it off. I'm going to have to find a video on how to use this because I really do like how it looks, the effect. So I'm just very, very lightly touching this. But I truly love the way it looks. I love embossing anyway. I don't do it near enough, partially because my Sizzix sits in a cabinet behind me, and it's not always the easiest to get out. Now, I am going to make tags out of these, so I will be backing them so they can be used for writing space. Right now, they would not make the best writing space. Well, you couldn't write on them. I don't know why I even made the other comment about they wouldn't make the best, because you couldn't write on them at all. So here's our ferns. Can you see them? I think that's so pretty. And if I knew what I was doing, I don't know if that's good or if it's bad, but I like it. Okay, so here's our butterflies. Maybe I still have some on here. Oh, I think I need some more. Now, I believe this comes in different colors too. But I could be wrong about that. But when I bought it, I decided to get the gold because I thought it might be the most versatile. I could use it in other projects. But I love the way this looks. I mean, you probably can't see it yet, but hummingbird is my favorite bird. It was my mother's favorite bird, and I just took it as mine as well, and I truly love them. They're so fascinating. When we lived in California, we had a hummingbird feeder, and right outside of the area where we usually ate breakfast. It wasn't the dining room, it was in the kitchen, but it was so fun to watch the hummingbirds come. It was just a delight to watch them. But here in Texas, we've never put one up, but so here we go. Can you see the design now? I did get a little bit here between. And I'm wondering if a different tool would work better. I don't know, but I think it's pretty. I love the hummingbirds, but I especially like the way that these sunflowers and all the other little things that are growing here, the branches and the leaves, and turned out. Okay, so that's my touch of gold. So let's finish these up. Don't want to leave them unfinished, do we? And I will take care of you later, I guess. I've got a wet wipe here. Let me just wipe it off. These wet wipes, these particular ones, I'm not liking too well because I pull one out and I get 2 or 3. Well, that cleaned off pretty well. All right. So let me find something to back these with. Here's another overprint. Now I'm going to need another piece of paper regardless. I think I'm going to cut this one edge off of here because I smeared quite a bit of the what is this called? metallic gilding polish. And I know I'm gonna have to watch some videos. I'm sure this is used by many creators, and I'm sure there are more creative ways to use this. Okay. So I want to put this in here. Oh, maybe these will both fit on the end if I'm really careful. Well, let me just do one at a time. I don't want to... Let me move myself up here where we can see what I'm doing. All right. I'm not sure what glue to use on this. I think I'll try my glue stick. No, I want the other one. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope if you haven't joined this challenge that you will think about doing it. Like I said, there's no pressure. And if you don't have a YouTube channel, that's okay. Just sit down and do it. I'll put the link to Leah's channel so you can print out the prompts. And just enjoy yourself. It's something different to do, maybe to spark your creativity. And get you going, you know. And I did watch this morning. I watched a few. I didn't watch a lot of them, but I did watch a few. I watched this one lady that was really interesting. Well, she's a psychotherapist, and I'm not sure where she was from. I couldn't tell. I'm not a good one on accents. I'm really not. But she's a psychotherapist, and she uses crafting and art. I'm sure she sounds like she's an artist anyway, but she uses her art, her crafting, as part of her therapy, apparently. But she was very interesting and such a pleasant voice that I enjoyed listening to her. But and I do agree that crafting can be very therapeutic. That is one of the reasons why I started this channel, is because after my husband passed and I was going through a difficult time, I think I'll do this one last on its own. When I was going through a difficult time, working in my junk journals really provided me with a sense of, I don't know how to really describe it. Oh, I hate having that white edge. Oh well, it's done. It was very therapeutic, and like I said, that's one of the reasons why I started this channel, was because I wanted to encourage other people in the fact that if you were going through a difficult time, not to give up your craft, or whatever it happens to be. It might not be paper crafting for you. It might be something entirely, I pray that I can cut this straight. It might be something entirely different. But it can be very, very therapeutic. And I'm so thankful that I continued doing it, and I did not give up or stop. I really am, because it's really, really been a place where I can relax, where I can be myself. Just all kinds of good things. Oops. Finish this off with scissors. Yes, I know you see this red buffalo check shirt. And it's not cold here in Houston. Matter of fact, it's rather hot. It's supposed to be in the mid 90s today. It's already in the 90s. And but the air conditioning was blowing full blast, and I for some reason I just can't take it like I used to. I just don't really like it blowing on me. Even in the car, you know, I'll close my vent or turn it to face another direction because I just it's just too much. So I put through this red and black shirt, and I thought you guys are gonna think that did I secretly move to the Antarctica or something? Nope, I'm in Houston. Oh, and a couple of the commenters told me where they were from. I love that. Thank you guys so much for doing that. That's one of the things that I find so fascinating about this is that people are coming together, ladies and gentlemen are coming together from all over the world with common interest, and it's just very nice. I know I'm just rambling along. I'm just rambling while I'm doing this. Forgive me. All right, so we got that done. We finished that task. All right, let's move on. All right, so this needs to be trimmed a wee bit. So let's round these edges. Like I said, I don't know if I was using that polish correctly, but I do know that it is really, I am going to look into it a little bit more to see how it is supposed to be used exactly. And I know that it makes things look very lovely. I did get some right in here too, which I was trying my best not to do that. Oh, that's not holding. Maybe I should have used, maybe I should have used a different glue for this. I did start working, finishing up the nursing journal yesterday. I started working on the cover. It's coming together, but it's coming together differently than what I had originally thought I was going to do. But I think I'm gonna like it once I get it finished. And then I just have to load some of the pockets and put some lace in and a closure. But I'll probably do the closure when I do the topper. Okay, my intention is to find a piece of lace or ribbon or even material to put down the side of that, but let's just make a pocket real quick. These are not supposed to be long video. Well, there's no rules about that, but okay. So I've got this paper here. It's kind of I think it'll make an okay pocket. So I want this to be, guess I'll make it a tuck spot. So so I'm gonna make it about 5 inches. Do I want it this tall? 4.5 inches. No, maybe 4 inches will do. Okay, and then I am just going to hopefully I can. I just want to kind of cut it. I rearranged my desk, and I rearranged it so my daubers and my ink are too far apart. I gotta rearrange it. I'm going to round this a little bit too. I'm going to take I love these little metallic pens. Hopefully I can get this right too. I don't really know what I'm doing. I did not have a plan for this. I just knew I didn't want just a straight pocket. So hopefully I can just go along the curves of these. Make this a little bit thicker. The way the light shines on this, it's really kind of hard to see. And of course I took my glasses off. Ah, that's better. Oh, there, I don't know if you can see that. Add a little touch of gold here. On our pocket. Just a plain pocket, but see if we can make it. Oops, I don't want that one. Make it a little special. I just looked up at my camera. I'm so paranoid anymore about, oh, this doesn't feel very sticky, about what it's going to do to me. But I'm starting to look at it more frequently. Oh, this is a daily process, it seems. I don't know why our glue just can't behave the way it was meant to behave. I've got something stuck to me. Maybe one more up there in the corner. There. Let's see if I have a piece of lace for this journaling card. Now, I'm not particularly, I forgot about the border on here, but I think what I would do is just ink around that. I'm not going to do that right now. My other bag of lace that I was using. Oh, let me see. I got a mess here, guys. Please help me. Well, I've got this one. I think that looks very pretty. I've also got this one. I think I like that one the best. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think this is turning out rather pretty. I know I could do it better with the using the polish. I've got some all in here. And there's spots that I missed, but like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of research. I'm sure there's other creators that use this, and see how they use it, and if I can figure out from them how the right way is to use it. It's a learning process. It's a learning process, but you don't know till you try. And I tried it, and I really like it. I did do a practice run yesterday on two tags. And this rather could go for the prompt tomorrow, which is botanical, but I'll come up with something different, although this is a very botanical kind of a thing with the ferns and the flowers and the hummingbirds, but I'll see what else I can come up with. Let me turn this off. Cover this guy back up. Oh, I don't want him to clog off. All right, so Maybe I need one more right there. Maybe a good kind of flower. Sorry, I'm just trying to find some of these fussy cut flowers. Sometimes I really like the fussy cut, like the fussy cut butterflies and fussy cut flowers better than I do the, oh, these are all, where's my other flowers? Oh dear, I'm sorry. Sorry for the racket. Oh, what in the world did I do? There. Whew. That was a struggle. That shouldn't have happened. Alright, let's see what I've got here. What is it? Well, let me just see what I've got in here. I've got these little sunflowers. That might work. Don't take all day, Maggie. Whoops. Oh, here we go. This is one of the fussy cut ones. I'm not sure where this one came from. There's one creator though that I'll have to look it up because she has the prettiest vintage fussy cut flowers. So I'm gonna put that on there. Oops. Oh yeah, that'll come off. And I had some. I'm sorry for my silence. I don't want to keep y'all. But I didn't know, you know, sometimes when you sit down, you don't know what you're going to do, and that's exactly what happened. I knew I was going to work with those things there that I embossed, but I didn't know what else I might decide to do. So bear with me. I'm so sorry. And I don't even know if what I'm looking for will be in here. I know I have some that aren't cut up yet. Let me look one more place for them. You know, of course, I'm sure you know, as well as I know, that when you are looking for something and you're in a hurry, I, in any case, do this. I quite frequently just completely, I can be staring right at it, but because I'm in a hurry, I miss it. Oh, me, oh my. Well, I am not finding what I want, and I'm not going to hunt for it anymore. I know I've got it, but all right, this is sweet, sweet, sweet moments to treasure. And what can be more sweet than watching a hummingbird? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a little comment where you're from. Your name and where you're from would make me as happy as could be. Believe me, I really mean that. I don't say these things lightly. I really truly mean them. I want you to know that. Okay, so let's glue this down. Glue our little pocket down. I mean, I know that the tags could use inking, and they could use a pull, but I'm not going to be worried about that right at the moment. So I'm going to put this down right here. You know, I just ate a late breakfast because I got up late. I woke up early. My little dog Canelo woke me up early this morning. He does that sometimes. I don't know. He just, I can't even guess what his reason for it is. So I put on a video, because sometimes that helps me go back to sleep. And I slept off and on, but when I looked at the clock, it was almost 11 o'clock. I couldn't believe it, guys. Oh my word. So I ate a little breakfast, but now I'm hungry and it hasn't been that long. Oh well. All right. So let's put our see, now you can write on this. I'm not happy about this right here, but I can ink that up some and it'll be okay. So here we have our hummingbird. Let's put it in the pocket. And we have one tag with the sunflowers. I think they're very pretty. I can see though my mistakes, you know, where I went a little heavy. But let's put this tag in. And then we have our beautiful ferns. So this is my touch of gold for July Junk Journal 2025, a touch of gold. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you did. And the next prompt tomorrow is botanical. So there you go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. A wonderful, wonderful day or night or whatever time you're watching this. Like I said, this is actually July 1st. Cannot believe this is July 1st. It's just too much to fathom. But you'll be seeing this on July 2nd. So, all right, so here's our verse for today. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. Isaiah 43:2. I want to read that again because that's such a powerful verse. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. Psalms 43:2. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to get off. I love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.